Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. Well, today for your viewing pleasure, we're going to take a look at this Ifak, this AMP-3 Ifak. Individual First Aid Kit, for those of you who do not know that that's what Ifak stands for. This is from AMP-3, which is a company owned by USN Hopefully the light off of this camera is not going to screw this up, but USN as you've heard me mention before, is an actual emergency medicine physician, an MD by trade. Anyway, he started a company called AMP-3. AMP-3 LLC, and it's at amp3.net. If you can see that or not. And they make things like this, IFAKs and all kinds of good stuff. So I'm going to open this up. I think it was Frank Lucas asked me whether or not it came with any kind of instruction booklet or anything like that. So we're going to take a look. I'm going to read some of the stuff at the front of this. Yeah, your AMP-3 up here. Individual First Aid Kit. It says compact and comprehensive, modular packing for quick, easy access. And then, of course, they're saying, I love this, prepare now to be prepared. And then it's PMB number 860, number 550. I don't know. I guess that's an address. Anyway, they're from Portland, Oregon. You can check them out on their online company. You can actually buy these online. In fact, that's where I got this. I got this online. Anyway, it says caution: always seek care from a trained medical provider whenever possible. Obtain first aid training. Never practice beyond your skill level. Well, that's no fun. Anyway, yeah. So all weather. This lock sack, by the way, this isn't a lock sack, and it is absolutely the best Ziploc bag on the market. I actually have a couple of these that I believe, God, if I remember right, that I won from USN. Anyway, I'm going to read you the contents list, and then we're going to go ahead and open this puppy up and see what we got. Let's see here. Now, listen, I'm not good at pronouncing medical terms, so it'll be some stuff I may just go ahead and spell. Okay, wound care, fabric bandages. It's got two 2x4 large bandages, 2 knuckle bandages, 2 fingertip bandages, and 4 3/4 times 3-inch strip bandages, 1 ABD pad, 4 gauze pads, 2 nonstick pads, 4 oval moleskin pad, 2 transparent dressing, 10 butterfly bandage, 2 skin tape package, 2 triple antibiotic, 2 sting relief pad, 4 alcohol pads, 4 antibacterial wipes. And then under medications, it's got the ibuprofen, 200 milligrams. It's got 8 of those. 4 Ranitidine, Ranitidine, 75 milligrams of that. Let's see here, 2 1% hydrocortisone cream, and then of course the lock sack storage bag, 2 personal medical information cards, 1 9-line injury note evac request. And then this side's got tools. Splinter out. It's got 2 of those. 4 safety pins. 1 folding razor knife. 1 mini utility scissors. 1 precision tip tweezers. And 1 mini pencil. And then 1 pocket CPR face shield. That's if you have to do mouth-to-mouth on somebody and they're really kind of disgusting. You know, everybody fancies about doing mouth-to-mouth on some hot chick, but, you know, that's never going to happen. You'll be doing mouth on some fat bastard like me. It's just the way it is. Okay, irrigation. 1 irrigation syringe, 1 irrigation tip shield, and 4, povidone iodine pads? Povidone. Povidone? I don't know. Adhesives, 1 liquid skin glue. I guess that's like I don't know, this is like a super glue? Something like that. 2 tincture of benzine, benzine, BENZOIN. And then 8 acetaminophen, 500 milligrams. And 4 DIPHENHYDRAMINE, diamidine, I don't know. And 2 aspirins, the 325s. So that's the list of ingredients. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right. Yank all this stuff out of here. By the way, listen, I have one of these in Kentucky in the back of my four-wheeler. I don't know if you've heard me tell that story or not. In the back of my Suzuki, there's like a compartment, and one of these, exact like this, is shoved in there. But when I cut my thumb off, a big chunk of it, as you can see, is I did not have a first aid kit. I mean, it was insane. Now I've got like 3 of them here. Okay. If you want one of these, by the way, go to Krysta Blade's channel. That's Krysta, blade as in like the blade of a knife. And she's actually doing a giveaway. Look for the video she has called My Cookies Are Delicious. All right, here we go. So this slides out. Okay, so you got the lock sack here. And the lock sack's kind of neat. It's a patented leak-proof, airtight seal. I mean, listen, when I talk, this is the shit when it comes to Ziploc bags. I mean, big time. This is the shit. Okay. And what's nice, like, for me, having it in the back of my four-wheeler, that compartment still gets damp. It just does. So now he's got everything in little compartments. By the way, if you have a first aid kit, I don't care who makes it, it would behoove you to yank all of its contents out and just take a look and see what you got. Because I'm going to tell you, the last thing you want in your life is to try to figure out what all you've got when you need it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, we'll just grab one. Obviously, this is the tapes. That's pretty self-explanatory. You got 2 different types of tape here. This looks like a fabric tape, and this is that kind of like spongy type tape. Okay, and here we got the Ifak medication module, and these are all, he calls these modules, which is appropriate. But here's all your medications. And it's got, and I've already read the list, so I'm not going to go through that again, but kind of nice. So if you're looking for an aspirin, just grab the medication module. These are gloves. Doesn't say gloves, but when you look at them, that's gloves. And they're black, which is kind of interesting. Okay, and here's your Ifak tool module. And of course, it's got all the list of all the tools, but obviously scissors. It's got a little notepad. Here's the thing too: when you're treating somebody that's injured, especially if they're injured badly, it's important to take notes on what else is going on, or if you are the one that's injured badly, because you don't know. Let's say you call for rescue. You're treating your wound, and let's say you pass out. I mean, it's always nice to have something that you can write down on, and if for no other reason, to keep your mind off the fact that you're probably going to die. Just joking. Okay, now this is the Ifak irrigation module. And by the way, David has USNER If you go to his website, he actually has some pretty good videos showing you how to use these individual modules, and they're worth checking out. But you want to irrigate and keep your wound clean. Make sure you get all the dirt out of it. Infection is, who was it that said, in fact, I think it was Steve from Safe Farms Review, who was talking about injuries, and he was talking about minors becoming majors. And when you have a minor injury out in the field, it can become a major injury if you don't take care of it properly. And one of those ways to take care of it properly, of course, is to make sure you irrigate the wound, clean the wound out. Even if it's just a little minor scratch, you'd be really surprised how that can take somebody down. Okay, especially when you're out in the woods or something. Now this is the Ifak Wound Care Module, number 2, and it's got the fabric bandages and all that stuff in it, which is very cool. And then this is the Ifak, or this is basically everything else. So your face shield, your field towel, different bandages and whatnot. So that's it. Awesome. Very, very awesome. A nice first aid kit made by AMP-3, which is, like I said, owned by the YouTuber USNER. I don't have a financial stake in the company, but I do have a personal stake in quality individuals, especially quality YouTubers, being successful at what they do. And nothing makes me feel better than to literally help the little guy in this world get ahead. And, David's like the rest of us. I mean, he started out on YouTube. I remember when he started on YouTube, it's been years ago now. And he does some really neat stuff. He's a good YouTuber. He's a really good YouTuber. If you're into shortwave radio, you definitely got to check him out. But he does a lot of backwoods stuff, which is really kind of cool. But, you know, his first aid kits are not really what I would call inexpensive. But I will tell you that they're, in my opinion, top quality, top notch, and everything that you will find in these first aid kits are exactly what you would need under probably most circumstances out in the field. So, you know, you get what you pay for. I mean, you could probably get a first aid kit for, you know, $20 less, maybe even $25 less. But is it going to have all this stuff in it? No, I doubt it. Or it may have a bunch of crap that you just absolutely do not need. That's the one thing I always said. You know, David. Not only is David a emergency medical physician by trade, he is also a sportsman. He's an outdoorsman, and so, you know, years worth of things that accumulate. Well, you know, accidents and scrapes and bruises and whatever you may encounter when you're out in the field, he's dealt with. And not just heard about, he's actually dealt with. And so when he put this Ifak together, you know, he had that in mind. It's like what you should have in an Ifak if you're an outdoorsman. Now, he has different types of Ifaks, and there's different modules that you can buy, and you can actually buy the modules individually if you want also. Now, by the way, this is not necessarily an infomercial for Ifak. I paid for these. I didn't get these for free, so this isn't something it's not a quid pro quo for me. But it is about trying to help somebody's company out. And I'll tell you what, David's good people. USNER Doc is a damn good YouTube channel, and I hope you guys support him. And like I said, I know that Skinny Medic is out there too, and he's a YouTuber also. And hey, if you support him, that's awesome. You know, and David would be the first to tell you that. That's awesome. You know, you support one another is what you do. So anyway, listen, like I said, if you would like to if you'd like to purchase, go check one out on AMP-3.net. But if you want to try to win one of these $55 Ifak kits, go to Krysta Blades. I'll have a link to her video where you can actually purchase it. And if you would like, subscribe to the young lady. She's all that and a bag of chips. Everybody, listen, take care. Oh, you know what? Hang on. And while you're supporting other YouTubers, Rusty Rags. Rusty Rags. You know what? I don't care what anybody says. It is the world's best gun cleaning cloth. Your gun is not completely cleaned until you've wiped it down with Rusty Rags. I don't care what anybody says. All right, everybody, take care. See ya!